What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today I am going to build the 1/44 scale high grade Gundam Age-1 Titus from the Gundam Age animation series. This is the Titus kit of the mobile suit that was introduced on episode 8 of the series. It actually has a brief glimpse at the end of episode 7, but you really see this mobile suit's full potential when we go on to the next episode. Now, many people were probably wondering how will this Titus fare up against some of the UA mobile suits that has been shown through the series. So far we've seen 3 different types of UA mobile suits: the Garfan, the Titus, and now the new Bakto, or I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, Bakto, Baktu, or however you want to refer to it. But this mobile suit really kicked ass based on its performance and its capability. Obviously, this kit shows that it's a brute force kit, or excuse me, brute force mobile suit, which doesn't require any long-range weaponry, or any long-range weaponry we've seen so far. So far, we've seen the energy ring binder type things around its forearms, and when it does a kick to the one of the knee kicks or the shoulder slams, energy beams pops out and jabs and stabs the enemy mobile suits and destroys them, just like that. So seeing how the Age system was able to produce such a unique and more powerful version of the Age-1 clearly shows that this mobile suit is now evolving into the next stage of the series. Who knows what's going to be evolved soon? I mean, we've already know what's going to come in this month of December. We'll be seeing the Sparrow, and who knows when that will be introduced. Maybe in episode 10 or 11 or 12. I have a distinct feeling it may come around the end of the first season, because usually animation series lasts for about 12 episodes. That will be season 1. Season 2 will be, or this could be the mid-season, because we have mid-season usually hits around 12. So I think it was about time I start working on this guy, because it looks so cool on during combat, and I want to see this I want to build this kit. So the box is very small, surprisingly. It's about the same size as the Age-1 kit in box size, and here you see all the unique poses and features that this kit has to offer. Here's some more detailed information here. For those of you who want to know how much this kit cost me, it was, let's see, 1,200 yen. Not bad. Alright, so let's see what we have to work with in this kit. Just give me a second while I adjust the stand. There we go. Now, of course, seeing this firsthand, you can pretty much know the fact that you're going to be dealing with the same amount of parts from the original Age-1 kit, especially the body and the torso and the body and the head. So they're gonna, they're not going to be giving you different new parts for this. It's going to be the same parts as always. But then you start seeing the slight differences here. Like here's the clear color, the clear parts for the beam effects, especially these, and you get 2. You get 4 of these. I wonder why you get 4. I don't know. We'll soon find out. Here are some of the white parts. Usually, as you can see, it's now a little bit more bigger than what it was in the original one. We'll do a side-by-side comparison at the end of this build. Alright, so here's a cool feature. Of course, all the red parts here. The feet, the legs, the shoulder, some of the other parts here. And of course, to support all that, you have the charcoal parts. I really like the hands on this kit. I'm surprised that it doesn't have more like hand features, maybe like an open hand of somewhat, kind of like what we've seen in the other kit. But this is fine. This fist part of it is pretty nice. Alright, so I got the manual here, so let's put these parts back in here. And then see what we have to work with. Put this to the side. So in the manual here, we have Titus again, I guess with the with his combat suit, and more information. I mean, Titus, Frit, you know, Flit, whatever this name is, and Titus, of course, here, all the detailed information. And here's some detailed pictures of the Titus in action with its knee jab and shoulder slam type attacks. And here's the front and back portion of this kit. Then we have here, of course, some more information of the wear variations, and of course the color guides. I don't know if anybody have noticed now that in Japan they're actually selling the toy version of this at 1/100 scale, so you can actually buy the actual body separate, the arms separate, and then the legs separate, and then of course you can mix and match. So you can actually buy the arms for the Sparrow and then the arms for the Age-1, and all you need is one of this, so then it's interchangeable. I wonder how interchangeable it is when you, like, let's say, replace the arms with the Age-1 arms and just leave the Age-1 normal arms with the Age-1 Titus legs, and then vice versa. I think we'll try that out at the end of this build. And then of course we have here is the building of the body, same thing as before. I guess maybe they don't have to worry about reprinting it again or redoing it again. All they need to do is copy the original manual from this part and then start anew from here with the shoulder going over here. And then once the shoulders are built, then you go on to the legs, and then the torso, which is again repeat from the previous. And then some minor parts here and there, and then final assembly and the placement of all the weaponry. I mean the placement of all the beam weaponry. And that's pretty much it. So this is going to be a cool kit to build. I hope you guys enjoy this. So let's begin building Gundam Age-1 Titus. So as you can see, I've completed the torso, the waist, and the head unit ahead of time. And the reason why I did that is because the kit is identical to the previous build of the Age-1 normal. So if anybody wants to see what the Age-1 normal, how the torso and head and waist unit was built like, look at my Age-1 normal video so you can understand it. However, there is a slight deviation and difference to this kit. The head is, nothing to talk about. It's the same thing as before. However, instead of using these blue parts that will connect to the arms, you have these red arms, these red shoulders, you could say, or red connectors, which are a little bit bigger and larger than the blue one. As a matter of fact, here's the side. Here's what it looks like. Going down through the rest of the body, the body is the same as before. When you get to the waist, the front and back part white are the same as the original. However, you get different skirts. The front skirt is this, this yellow part here that has no cap of any type whatsoever that's actually holding up. As a matter of fact, I keep looking at it and I'm thinking maybe there is a front cap, but I haven't noticed it. Reviewing the manual various times, I'm thinking, and also, thinking that maybe there's more parts that goes under it. I didn't see anything. Checking the tray and whatever. I mean the runners. So I didn't see anything that will go under this. The back part is the most significant of the change of the torso, which has a larger skirt area in the back, which can be flipped together, or if you want, you can break it in two and have it done individually. It does retain this little clip here where you can actually store a weapon, but obviously this kit doesn't come with one. And then instead of larger side skirts, you have a shorter, redder, red version of the skirts, so it's easy for the legs to maneuver and whatnot. So in all, this is what the Titus will look like without its arms and legs. We're now going to work on the arms and legs, which is the most significant part of the kit. Now here are all the parts for the arms of the Gundam Age-1 Titus kit. Let me get my manual here, my instructions here ready. And the first thing we're going to work on are these parts, these huge round parts. They almost look like something out of an inner frame. So basically you want to take this polycap here, make sure it's facing in the flat direction like that. You take this polycap and stick it in here, which can be a little challenging if you don't know what you're doing. Now, with this polycap here, this part here, you want to apply it in a little slot, like here in the opposite direction. On the opposite side of this part, you'll see a little slot here. You want to stick it there and then close it up carefully. There we go. And the reason why is because this part supposedly is supposed to come out. We'll try that in a moment. Then we have this part here, and then this part here. It's very nice. I have to admit, I can't wait until the master grade version of this kit comes out. It looks so sweet. So that completes this. Now, as I was saying before, if you pull, it'll have this cool little effect here. So that's kind of cool. So that finishes that. Now, the joints for the arm, the elbow, you'll need this polycap and this to go here. So it looks like that. And then you close it up like this. And there you have it. Going to the bottom part of the arm, I'm going to put this little polycap here, the slot, and then this one, you want to make sure that when you put it into the slot here, that this little gap is in the opposite direction. And then close it up. Now, this is the part that got a little confusing for me, but you put this part here. Actually, no. This way. Here we go. And then, I'll tell you what I was referring to in confusing in a few seconds. There's no wrong way with this. Supposedly it doesn't matter. I don't see when I'm looking at the orientation of this part, I don't see it deviating or one part is shorter than the other. They're all identical. So from there you want to put this part here. So that way it's like this. And this part has to be, I guess, like this. Then you close it. You want to close it up nice, like so. And then these parts here make up the hand, or the, excuse me, not the hand, the fist. I'm not a very big fan of fists, but I think these are the coolest fists I've ever seen on a mobile suit kit. So there you have it. The arms of the Titus are completed and big. Let's move on to the next part.